Hey everybody, it's Mike Young and Denise Young. We're out on our walk. It's just a little bit of drizzle here. We're okay to go for the video for now until the sky opens up. But for now, and it will wash all the glyphosate off the plants. That's what this video is about. Glyphosate, Roundup, and plants, food, all that, all the specifics. So Denise is gonna start.
Roundup and glyphosate in food, full explanation. Glyphosate is a widely used herbicide that is commonly known by its trade name Roundup. There has been a lot of debate about whether glyphosate can be absorbed into plants while growing and later cause health issues in humans who consume them.
So that's the idea. Glyphosate, if you understand how it works, is that it is a defoliant, a chemical defoliant that will kill all plants. The only plants it won't kill are the ones that are genetically engineered to be resistant to this chemical. So, yes. So the way that it works is that you non-selectively spray entire fields, massive fields, with airplanes, whatever. Non-selectively, just douse the whole field, gets on every single plant, and everything dies except for the crops that are genetically modified that you don't want to die. The thing is, it gets absorbed into the plant. Or there's residue on there, but it also gets absorbed into the plant. That's how it works. So what happens after that?
In this article, we will explore the potential for glyphosate to be absorbed into plants, the health risks associated with ingesting glyphosate, and how to ensure that your food you buy is free from glyphosate. Roundup is the same as Roundup the same as glyphosate. Roundup is a brand name for a herbicide that contains glyphosate as its active ingredient. Glyphosate is a chemical that is used to kill weeds and other unwanted plants. It is widely used in agriculture, forestry, and landscaping.
And so it may be called Roundup, it may be called glyphosate as a generic, it could be called something else, but just you have to check to see what kind of chemicals are in the concoction that you're spraying.
I think I used to use Weed Be Gone.
It probably had the same stuff. Yeah, it's probably glyphosate in there.
Do the manufacturers of glyphosate claim that the chemical disappears after being absorbed by the plant so that by the time the plant is eaten, there is no harmful effect to humans?
Yeah, think about that. What if it doesn't disappear? Then you're eating chemicals inside the plant. Okay, go ahead. Let's see what they say.
Manufacturers of glyphosate claim that the chemical is safe and that it does not accumulate in plants. However, recent studies have shown that glyphosate can be absorbed by plants and can remain in them for a long time. Glyphosate does not degrade quickly in plants, and it is possible that glyphosate residues can occur in food products. Do the manufacturers of glyphosate have warnings against humans injecting their product in its form?
Ingesting.
You spelled it injecting.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. That question, to clarify, is when you read the label on the package of glyphosate, Roundup, whatever it is, Weed Be Gone, does it say don't drink this? Okay. And if so, what's going to happen to you? Because it's a chemical, right? It's usually bad. You would know. I mean, the average person, just by common sense, is going to know not to drink a chemical. But what does the warning on the package say? That's what I want to know.
Yes, the manufacturers of glyphosate have warnings against humans injecting their product in its liquid form.
Ingesting, whatever. Yeah.
Glyphosate is a toxic chemical, and it can cause serious health problems if ingested or injected.
Either one, yeah. See, ingested or injected.
Covered.
Yeah.
Some adverse effects from direct contact with the herbicide include temporary symptoms of dermatitis, eye ailments, headaches, dizziness, and nausea.
And those are only immediate symptoms. They don't say anything about long-term. They don't know. They're not testing it as a drug on humans, you know. Yeah. They just say, don't drink it, don't have it absorbed in your body. And you got to think, though, if they spray it on a plant, it doesn't really go away, I don't think. Yeah. And you're still getting it, and you're not supposed to get it. And they know you're not supposed to get it.
Yeah. What are the potential human health issues of ingesting liquid glyphosate according to the manufacturer? According to the manufacturer, the potential human health issues of ingesting liquid glyphosate include temporary symptoms of dermatitis, eye ailments,
Same thing. You just read that.
headaches, dizziness, and nausea.
Yeah, you just read all that.
One of our friends recently got sprayed with something that a landscaper was spraying unintentionally.
Glyphosate.
She said her skin felt like it was on fire. However, there is growing concern that glyphosate may be linked to more serious health problems such as cancer and other chronic diseases. Explain exactly how and when Roundup is applied on both soybeans and wheat. Roundup is typically applied to soybeans and wheat during the growing season to control weeds. It is usually sprayed directly onto the plants, and it can be absorbed by the leaves and roots of the plants.
Remember, it's normally glyphosate can and is used as a non-selective weed killer, all right? But when you use a GMO seed, you can spray that GMO seed plant with a non-selective weed killer and it still survives somehow miraculously. That's what it is. It's like a miracle, okay? It survives even if you spray everything. Instead of hand weeding would take a long time, right?
Yeah.
So this is just a labor-saving device, like all chemicals. That's all it is.
Excuse me. Yeah. Sorry, we just ate dinner.
It's okay. The other thing is, not only is it a labor-saving device, but it has all these terrible negative side effects. So just keep all this in mind.
The timing of the application depends on the specific crop and the stages of growth. For example, Roundup is often applied to soybeans during the early vegetative state, while it's applied to wheat during the pre-harvest stage. So the wheat isn't growing with Roundup the whole time.
Right. So, well, actually, keep in mind that what that's saying is that time between initial or last glyphosate application and eating your food is longer with soybeans and shorter with wheat. That's what it's saying.
Interesting. Is glyphosate that's applied even later in the growing process more dangerous to human health? There's no evidence to suggest that glyphosate that is applied later in the growing process is more dangerous to human health. However, there is growing concern that glyphosate may be linked to more serious health problems such as cancer and other chronic diseases. It is possible that one of the causes of celiac disease might be from eating wheat treated with glyphosate. That's your question.
Yeah.
There is no evidence to suggest that glyphosate is the cause of celiac disease.
Yeah, I was surprised. It said there's none. That's what ChatGPT says anyway.
Celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder that is triggered by the consumption of gluten, a protein.
Yes, of course, but like we said, like you heard, they apply glyphosate very, very late in the in the wheat growing cycle. So you're going to get it very shortly after application, which is kind of scary if you think about that, just that part alone. And if it's organic wheat, it's not going to have any of that on it.
Right.
So keep that in mind.
But I don't think anyone's suggesting that it causes celiac disease. I think that it gives people a gluten sensitivity. They feel like crap after eating gluten because it's been sprayed with glyphosate.
That's what it is? I feel like crap disease caused by glyphosate.
Glyphosate is used to control weeds in wheat fields. There is no evidence to suggest that it is a cause of celiac disease. How can you ensure that when you're buying food that it is absolutely did not have any of the glyphosate chemical applied during the growing process? That sounds like a question Mike asked.
Yeah, it does.
Because he doesn't want anyone growing his food but him.
That's it.
So he knows who put.
And I grow so much food.
It can be difficult to ensure that the food you buy is free from glyphosate. However, there are some steps you can take to reduce your exposure to glyphosate. One option is to buy organic food, which is grown without the use of synthetic pesticides,
including glyphosate. Yeah, it's one of them, but they allow others. The best is totally chemical free, which is better than organic.
Another option is to buy food that is labeled as non-GMO, as genetically modified crops are often treated with glyphosate.
Yeah, that's why that's one of the main reasons they genetically modify them.
Finally, you can wash your fruits and vegetables thoroughly before eating them to remove any potential residue.
Residue. Yeah, well, does that do anything to the chemicals inside the plant? No.
Obviously not.
No washing gets rid of
Are
that.
we now seeing glyphosate residue in water supplies and other places? Yes, glyphosate residue has been found in water supplies and other places. Glyphosate is persistent. It is a persistent chemical that can remain in the environment for a long time. It can be carried by rainwater and runoff into streams, rivers, and lakes, where it can accumulate in sediment and aquatic plants. Glyphosate has also been found in air and rain samples.
Yeah. Well, think about the lakes thing. If you're in a natural lake or any lake that gets runoff from farm fields, you may be bathing in glyphosate. It's pretty gross when you think about it.
Yeah, maybe that's why the water's itchy. So, glyphosate has been found in the air and rain samples, indicating that it can travel long distances from its point of application. In conclusion, glyphosate is a widely used herbicide that is commonly known by its trade name RoundUp. While manufacturers of glyphosate claim that the chemical is safe and does not accumulate in plants, recent studies have shown that glyphosate can be absorbed by plants and can remain in them for a long time. There is a growing concern that glyphosate may be linked to more serious health problems such as cancer and other chronic diseases. To reduce your exposure, you can buy organic food, buy food that is labeled as non-GMO, and wash your fruits and vegetables thoroughly before eating them.
There's been also lawsuits where people have won big money because of cancer being proven apparently because of glyphosate food. And the biggest food that has glyphosate on it is soybeans and wheat. That's why I mentioned those in the article and asked for examples. The other food is not as so much, but it still could be there.
So don't eat cereal. There are no organic cereals that I'm aware of. They're
So
all
Kellogg's
made
is
from
all big box of glyphosate.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
General Mills. All
Yeah.
of those cereals. Look for one that's organic. They hardly exist at all.
Yeah.
Maybe Kashi has one.
Yeah, but even so, those are all food-like products anyway, as far as we're
You
concerned.
can eat cereal anyway.
Yep.
Not even oatmeal.
All right, so leave us your comments, any of your experiences with this. Please let us know. Give us a like, a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you don't already. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.